Okay, artists, so once you've got your thumbnail sketches drawn and you've gathered a bunch of digital sources of pieces of this weird situation or dream you had that you want to draw and actually show to us from inside your mind, the next thing to do is going to be what I call composite drawing, where it's kind of like human Photoshop. We're going to use our imagination to see how some real stuff will go together and then place it together using our steps of drawing. So I'm just going to show you this strategy really quick. Since you already know your 6 steps of drawing really well by this point, it should be really easy for you. So the first thing that I'm going to do is take my handy dandy ruler, but this time instead of sighting and measuring, I have a flat digital source, so it's so easy to just measure. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the metric side here. I'm going to go to my cow, okay, and I get 16 centimeters from top to bottom. Okay, so that's going to become the y-axis of my cow. And then I get, let's see, 17 centimeters ear to ear. Boy, that's pretty wide. And then I just need to see how far down to cross that. So right here, about at the tip of his nose, her nose, isn't it? Right here about the tip of her nose, that's going to be let's see, about 3 centimeters down. Okay, so I have 3 centimeters down on my page. I'll show you that really quick. Okay, and that's where I'll cross. So you can see it again. And then that's where I'm going to cross the 17 centimeter line. Okay. I'm going to take a nearby number I know and divide that by 2. So that's going to be 16 divided by 2, that's 8. So I'm going to put my crossing at 8.5 centimeters since I had that leftover 1. Okay. And draw that 17 centimeter line. So now what I have blocked in is that for the cow. Okay, a couple of more measurements later and I've got the cow pretty well blocked in. Okay, some TV magic and a few hundred pencil strokes later, you can see that I've got the basic contour of this cow done. And boy, this is where using a real reference really becomes important, because I never would have guessed this anatomy at all, and certainly not in the fun, exaggerated perspective it's in. So, you know, having the photograph to look at, using your sighting and measuring, it's going to draw somebody into your dream situation and kind of make them believe it for a second, much more than if we just try to pull it out of our heads. All right, finally time to do a little compositing. So this is where it comes in when I want to add something else. My secret plan all along is I wanted to draw a funny cow with music coming out of his nose. So here I go. I'm going to use my head like Photoshop to place that where I want it. So after I get a measure, remember we don't have to sight because this is already flat, 16 centimeters across, I know that is way too long to fit on my page and create the effect I want. Maybe even if I turn it up like I want to, that's still 16's way over here. So I'm going to squash that down a bit. I'm going to make it 8. Okay. Now how did I do that? I divided by 2. Remember, if you have something that's too large, you want to start dividing, and then you have to stick to that number for at least the rest of that object. Or if you're trying to draw everything to scale together, you would, like we did in the still life, use that for the entire drawing. Here, because I'm Photoshop, I'm going to use it only where I want to shrink down the things I want. Okay, so that's going to be 8 centimeters flying out of the nose. And I want to go ahead and also tilt that to the angle I intend so that it looks like it's flying out of the nose. So I'm going to get this nice upward angle. 8 centimeters is going to come right out almost to the point of the ear. I don't know if you can see that really well. There we go. Now for the plume over here where the music starts to spread apart, I'm going to need a measurement for that as well. And the whole point of doing this is so that this proportion matches this proportion, right? So that's what I'm going to do. Here I go. I've got 9 centimeters. Well, 9 divided by 2 is what? 4.5, right? 4.5-ish. So let's go ahead and cross that. And there we go. Now I have my 4.5 centimeter line crossing my 9 centimeter line. I'm ready to block in and draw some music. And voila. Once again, we've got TV magic to help keep the video short, but show you what I got. You can see that I took some license with things over here and sort of exaggerated where I want to exaggerate. This is finally the kind of art where you can do that. And really what we've been building skills up for the whole time is to let you do that, because now you know where the rules are and why you're going to break them, right? Okay, guys, get into it, have fun, and let me know how it's going for you. Have an awesome day.